Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house. And today I'm in the house with the Shirogorov Lee Williams collaboration 110KS kickstop mechanism. Fantastic knife. Look at this big boy. And we're going to try to improve the already fantastic action. We're going to do a little bit of maintenance and cleanup for this guy. But hey, don't forget to like the video and to subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this kind of content. So, to be able to take this guy down, you're gonna need custom custom division bit, which comes for at the moment only with this custom division pen right over here, and you can unscrew the back. And you're gonna be finding a couple of bits, one for the pivot and one for the handle screws, because this one is required in order for you to disassemble this guy over here. So let's do it. You're just gonna need to use some attention because this is keyed in, as you can see, so this only can go in this direction over here. And just be really gentle because these are titanium anodized screws, so you just want to be really delicate with these. You don't want to scratch them, and you don't want to do any damage of to those beauty full bits and screws. So very gently disassemble these two handle screws, so just like that, that is fine. And then we're gonna have to change it into the pivot, and just keep it pinched and really careful. Take your time, just use a surface. The pivot is keyed in, and just very gently, like so, take it down. So here you go. So now this is done. Let's see. Okay, that is very good. So now you can admire the inside of this beautiful knife. Look at that. So we've got one bearing that is trying to escape, and we're gonna take a couple of tweezers like this and just put it there. We can also admire now the kickstop mechanism. You see, look at this. I'm gonna show it to you. Make sure that there's nothing. So there's clearly some grease we're gonna clear out, and some gunk over there. And here you see the mechanism. Very clever. The stop pin is internal to the mechanism, and it's just gonna be there. So this guy, as you can see, is hinged around this part of the blade, and therefore it pushes in or out, let's say, from the handle. And you can also notice like a very cool detent ball ramp right there. Next up, let's just remove this piece out. I'm just gonna take one of these alcohol swab, and we're gonna just remove some grease from the knife, and then we're gonna lubricate it back, because we want the action of this guy to be perfect. So let's just clean up the blade, like so, and the tang of the blade. So that is done. Okay. And then here, let's just move these screws out, like that, and let's clean up this guy. Let's remember the orientation. Just I don't know. I think it's symmetrical, but you'll never know. I prefer to keep the orientation as factory intended. And this is nice and clean. Then we can just put this guy back inside so that we know how that guy will have to go. And then we can just start cleaning all around here. I think we can actually do a thorough cleaning and also remove the bearings from here. Maybe we can get away just by cleaning it with that, because this is pretty much soaked. I think it's pretty good, guys. Looks pretty clean to me. Let's clean the pivot as well. When you do this operation, just remember that there is a ball bearing right there, and you don't want to lose that. So let me see, let's actually do, yeah, no, there's some gunk underneath that. So we're gonna do a thorough cleaning here. So the video is gonna be a little bit longer. We're gonna take another of these guys, put it here, so we can actually, let's do like this, let's see, maybe, of course they don't come out. So let's just take them out like this, very gently. You don't want to scratch anything, and you just need to take your time, like so. Very nice. So that is done. So we can clean actually this bearing track properly. It was pretty greasy. So this is done. Okay, we're gonna do a cleanup also of these bearings over here. Let's just soak this guy like that. Okay, now it's done. We can gather these bearings and just pinch them inside this swab so that they are clean. All right, so that is done. We can actually do these guys here, and in order to do so, we're gonna use a little bit pointer set of tweezers, so we can just push them out and do like a thorough cleaning, like we want to. Beautiful. So that is done, and actually this one can go right back here. And these guys, we can just clean it up like that. Very good. Now we can just put them back, one by one. I like to, you see, this one, it wasn't really, so these guys can be like so. So maybe you need two set of tweezers for these cylindrical bearings. It's up to you. You need for sure like a set of patience, because look at this. This is some precision work. So you see, you can just hold it like that, but sometimes it doesn't want to go inside its place. Here you go. Try to minimize the distance from the bearing to the cage, so you reduce the risk of losing them or dropping them in some unwanted places. And they have the tendency of just, you see, standing up. So you're gonna need some fine point tweezers for this job. For the ball bearings, I noticed that the flat, like these kind of tweezers, are a little bit better. You're gonna be working a little bit faster. This one doesn't want to go. Here you go. Just another couple. It's a little bit tricky with these little parts. Let me see. There you go. It has to be oriented correctly before you drop it. You see? Otherwise, there you go. Okay, just a couple left. One. And oops. And done. So that is good to go. We're going to use just a little bit of 10 weight nano oil, just a couple drops here. Going to be 1, and it's gonna be 2. 10 weight nano oil, and we can just gently just rotate a little bit so it's gonna be equally spread underneath. So that is done. Okay, and next up we're gonna do this scale. So this guy actually can just be, can go back in this position. Blade also is done. This guy can go away, and now we can actually carefully remove this cage over here. Just make sure everything is in place, and we're gonna clear up also this area on this side. By the way, you can admire like the internal skeletonization, the look at it. I mean, this is beautiful, guys. Look at that. Nice. Even like the attention, the level of jimping right over here, the detail, I mean, of a part that you shouldn't be seeing unless you just maintain the knife. It's outstanding. Look at this. Look at this. It's finished beautifully. So, okay, nice stainless steel washers. All right, guys, so this is done. Okay, let's just pop these guys out and do a final cleaning, and we are in business. All right, just clean this cage like so. There we go. And now we can use a little bit of just gonna use a little bit of alcohol like that, so this is kind of soaked, and we're gonna remove all the grease from these roller bearings. Nice. So that is done. Okay. And now gently, with some patience, like we did before, we're just gonna put these guys back. There you go. You can speed up this part. It's kind of like tedious, maybe to watch. It's okay. It's just some like kind of like some Zen exercise for me. I kind of like it. In the morning, you wake up. What do? You just maintain a pretty cool knife, clear it up. It's nice. Okay, we're almost there, guys. That's done. Very good. See, they have the tendency to go wherever they want. There you go. Just be careful, just be patient. There's no rush. This guy, see, he's a rebel. He doesn't really want to go into his place. Now it's gone. Here you go, and last couple. So 1 and 2. Very good. Now we're gonna just do like something like that, just to give an extra cleanup. Beautiful. Just a couple of drops. Actually, we can just dry it out like so. And again, couple drops of 10 weight nano oil here as well. We're gonna do just a micro drop of 85 weight nano oil on the detent ball, just like a tiny amount, just like that. And now we should be able to reassemble everything. Let me see. So this is show side, which is where the pivot, the main pivot go and has to be keyed in. So you can just rotate from this side until you feel that this is in place. Which I feel it's this one, yeah. So this is gonna stay that way. And then we're gonna do the blade like so. Very good. And then the trick now is to hope that this guy is gonna stay in place. So let's hope that everything is gonna be together like that. We can just rotate this guy up and align this pivot inside, because the stop pin has to go inside, so you just pinch it down like so. And now we can just put it vertically, slide in the back spacer, and just now we can just hold it down like that. Let me see, okay. So I'm just gonna do the pivot just to put it here so nothing pops open. Just gonna take my pen and very gently again just I'm gonna tighten this a little bit. All right, then I'm gonna change the bit and we're gonna do these two guys, which are exactly the same height, so we shouldn't have any issue whatsoever. And this guy goes like that, and this also, remember to align and never force anything, just be very gentle. So now we're not gonna tighten anything, we just want the screws to be in place like so, so that nothing is coming out. Very good. And now we can tighten a little bit more the pivot, but we're gonna do the final tightening in a second. So we want to make sure that everything is in place correctly. So let's see. So there's a little bit more tightening to do for the pivot. Of course, don't over tighten anything. You just need to get to the point where everything is firmly in place. Let me see. That is very good, looking good. And now let's just tighten the two custom screws just a little bit. You don't have to overdo anything. And this guy also like that. And now we can just tighten the finally the pivot, like, let's see, maybe something like that. Look at that. Perfectly centered. There is no blade play. Maybe we can just release a little bit of tension here. Still perfectly centered. Oh yeah. Guys, this is how you maintain your Shirogorov Lee Williams collaboration 110 KS. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. And thanks for watching. Stay tuned.